and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Asar Thompson is out there with Fontecchio. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. Should be some fireworks in this one, Greg. Two cross-conference rivals squaring up.
Kevin, can you smell the intensity in the air? You can tell these guys mean business. Both teams want to prove they're the better squad.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. And the basket by Harden.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Pass to Fontecchio. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
He's off on the second. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Now, here's Cunningham. A 29-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Here's Harden. After the basket by Detroit. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
Harden against Cunningham. And Thompson kicks to Hardaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Harden against Cunningham. On the wing, Batum. Done outside. Harden against Cunningham. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Fontecchio with it. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Duren with the screen on Hart. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And the confidence growing from this young guard. Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Cunningham against Harden. Pass to Coffey. Dunn left side. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. Clock at 4. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Norman Powell's checked in for Amir Coffey. And Detroit with a change here, too. Stewart checked in for Asar Thompson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Buries it down low. Cunningham's got his second basket of the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
We're pretty deep into his career, but James Harden's still showing that burst.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. It's a 3-point game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Here we are, Brent, the season entering its final stages now. It really is a marathon, isn't it?
Man, Kevin, town to town, games piling up, dealing with weather, flight delays, people wanting tickets. I mean, all the things that add up to a season. And on and off the court, it is a grind. And you know the players at this point in the year are always feeling it. Well, there's so much talk about James Harden and how much he has just mastered the offensive end of the floor. What do you work on in the offseason? I don't know if there's much other than to stay as sharp as James Harden has been throughout his career.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, it's not a handful. It's a bundle of these kind of performances from James Harden. What a night.
Schroeder passes to Beasley. Back to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Stewart finds Beasley. Shoots over Powell. No good from Beasley. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Phoenix.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to Beasley. Duren sets the screen for Beasley. It's stolen by Jones. Leonard, the pass to Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Schroeder kicks to Beasley. From downtown, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
Powell is out there with Simmons. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Thompson. Harris dishes to Schroeder. Back to Harris. Schroeder passes to Beasley. Pistons passing it around. And here comes the break. Here's Coffey. Detroit with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Now here is Harris. Still scoreless. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nobody has been better at clogging the passing lanes than this group, who are the tops in the league in steals since the All-Star break. Second is Asar Thompson. In the 3rd spot, Chris Dunn.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
Clippers leading by 4. Jones with the screen on Beasley. To the inside. Oh, that's blocked.
How about Stewart hustling over? He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Simmons passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Thompson. Harris up top. Back to Schroeder. And here is Harris. And a miss there on the triple. It's Powell with the drive. Some solid defense from Harris. So it's the Pistons now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Simmons, still yet to score. And here's Leonard. Leonard, full speed ahead. That one good for 2.
What an athlete, as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. For the Clippers, Batum comes in for Jones. And it's James Harden in for Amir Coffey. Then for the Pistons, Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Asar Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Pass to Powell. Open with it. Covered by Beasley. Harden against Beasley. 5 to shoot. Outside Leonard. Over Harris. Leonard no luck.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Stewart with the screen on Harden. Cunningham against Harden. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Harden looking it over, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ben Simmons. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Norman Powell. Detroit also making some changes. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Beasley. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. .112 left in the first half of basketball. Cunningham outside. Over Harden. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Cunningham.
Yeah, some retro action from Kate Cunningham, the mid-range J.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. A shot by Batum, no good. Pistons trail by 4. In the corner, Hardaway with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
Corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
Harden against Cunningham. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Zubac, a screen on Cunningham. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out, not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at the Clippers. They've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
They keep feeding him, and he's getting after it. Once you let him get comfortable, tough to slow him down, Kenny.
Yeah, especially when you slow down the word comfortable. You actually see better defense at times, but he finds another way to get it done.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. On the court for the Pistons, Duren out there with Fontecchio. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Hardaway in at the 2 spot. The Pistons shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Now, here's Dunn. Nothing on the board. Batum, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Dunn. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Dunn's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Clippers. Harden against Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Harden to the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Cunningham finding the open man there.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside, Batum. Harden against Cunningham. Harden's shot is off. For the lead. And that one goes long. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dunn kicks to Harden. They set the pick from the arc. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Tobias Harris.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Duren finds Fontecchio. Cunningham for 3. And the 3 ball is good. 14 points for him. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Hardaway against Dunn. Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Well, in the history of the game, James Harden gets to the line as well as anyone we've ever seen.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Norman Powell's checked in for Chris Dunn. And then for Detroit, Beasley's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. So he gets them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Fontecchio. Thompson outside. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And Duran has that length to corral anything around the basket.
Here's Coffey. He's covered by Thompson. Zubac's a screen on Schroeder. To the paint. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 6 points.
You know, Zubac really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player. And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
Schroeder looking around, and Duran slams it in.
Well, long arms but very sure hands make Duran a great lob partner.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jones checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Holland comes in for Thompson. Clippers leading by 4. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Stewart. For Detroit, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And it's Schroeder missing.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Schroeder. Good on the 13-footer.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
Zubac, a screen on Beasley. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Jones. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 6. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. Powell for 3. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Ben Simmons is out there with Powell. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Schroeder into the lane. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 6. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Simmons. Pass to Jones. Outside Leonard. Back to Jones. From outside, off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Schroeder, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Schroeder hits them both.
Well, Schroeder out there still hustling around. He uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is off. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
Harris a screen on Simmons. Back to Sasser. Over Simmons. Sasser can't hit.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Pass to Powell. Screen by Simmons. Powell, the pass to Simmons. Kicks it out to Jones. And it's off from 3-point range. Harris drives in. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Harris getting into the body of the defender and then finishing strong.
Here's Eubanks. Pass to Leonard. Now Simmons. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Baseline jumper. Los Angeles with another miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here is Harris. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Leonard inside. Back to Simmons. Jones sets the pick for Powell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's Dunn on target from 13 feet.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham, as a young star, is bringing to this game.
Dunn passes to Zubac. Now Harden. Over Cunningham. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. .149 left here in the fourth quarter. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet. Now here's Harden. Driving in. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Big bucket. Harden proving once again he can be counted on.
Duran with the screen on Dunn. Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Duran. Stolen by Zubac. Dunn with it. Hardaway picks him up. And it's Dunn penetrating. Zubac kicks to Batum. On the 3 off target.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Cunningham outside. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And it's Fontecchio missing. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Dunn passes to Coffey. Now Zubac. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Hardaway Jr. is stepping up big time.
That one misses. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter, and they can add to your lead.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Cunningham against Harden. Rebound by the Clippers. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for your Clippers, James Harden. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Fontecchio. They grab their own miss. Puts up a deep three. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. I love playing the game of basketball. I love being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. It takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, James Harden.